Hello, hello. Welcome to another session. We're doing the New York session again today, 2 consecutive days, except that today I am here live chatting with you. Okay, right, yo. So, welcome. So, what I am going to be doing today is basically, let's do this. Let's do this. What I'm going to be doing today is basically going through some charts, the ones I'm in currently. Well, I mean, only one of them really. Let's see. I've only taken one trade today, just the one trade today, and that's GJ. Okay, so I'm going to be going. Just bear with me, guys. Okay, so what you have on your screen there is the chart on pound JPY. Yes. Now I can see somebody saying good evening. How do you pronounce the name? Jeff? Is it Jeff Kong? It's afternoon here in the UK. Where are you? Where are you watching from? Where are you joining us from? Let me know where you're joining us from. And welcome, welcome, welcome. Now, bear with me, Jeff, if I'm pronouncing your name wrongly. Let me know if it's your first time watching the channel or joining the channel. Let me know if it's the first time. Okay, Borneo. Borneo. I'm not quite sure where that is. Tell me where that is. Tell me where that is. I want to learn as well. I want to learn something. Maybe learn some geography. You could pick up a thing or two about trading, forex trading with me or from me, and I will learn. I could learn some geography from you. How about that? Yes, yes, yes. Okay. I'm just waiting for a few more people to come in. I mean, like I say, I mean, I am in a trade already. I am in a trade already. A GJ trade, that is. Let me just see if I could show you this. Let's do this. Okay, so this is GJ. Let's let's go to, I mean, you can see it's dropping. Let's go to a lower time frame. Let's just load a lower time frame on GJ. Let's go to the, let's start with the higher time frame actually. You know what I'll do? Let's okay, so let's check GJ on a lower time frame. That's the 4 hour. You can see it's dropping. So you can see GJ here with the harmonic pattern. Just in case you're joining us for the first time, or perhaps you don't know what this is called, this pattern. It's the bearish butterfly pattern. I suppose it looks like a butterfly, to some extent. So this is the 4 hour time frame on pound JPY. Now going to that same 4 hour time frame, you can see without the chart, or without the pattern drawn up, you can see it's been pushing down. If we go to the daily, yeah, it has been pushing down. I mean, it basically, made a top there. There was more or less a double top there. Not quite, but it counts. It could count as a double top. You can see it had a double top there, and it's pushing down. This is the target. This is the target. On the daily time frame, that's the target. Which is, you can see that's about 149059 or thereabout. That's the daily. Let's go back to the 4 hour and let me show you. You can see that's the target here. It's more or less the same. More or less the same. The low on the 4 hour is more or less similar to the low on the daily. So this is where we're targeting here. We're targeting this low. So this is basically, what I was saying. I mean, I'm not quite sure if you are part of if you're part of my Telegram channel. Oh yeah, Malaysia, awesome. Is it your first time here, Jeff? Is it your first time with me? Okay, so basically what I was saying is, you know, um, that's in the Telegram channel. I do have a Telegram channel. I did post that I was going to be looking at some long-term plays. I'm going to be looking at some long-term plays, trades I intend to be in for a long time, and other trades I want to take as scalp trades or day trades, if you like, short-term trades. So this is one of them. This is one of the long-term plays. I've gotten in this trade now, and I will be looking to stay in for quite a bit. The only thing is, we must know, I mean, you must know as a trader that the price does not go down in a straight line. So you can't expect the price, for instance, let's see, let's get this. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? So, I mean, you can't expect the price to go all the way down just like that. Instead, it's going to do a zigzag. You can expect it to do a zigzag going down, whereby it will go down, up, down, up, down, before it eventually, gets there. So that's basically, what we are looking at. And I am going to be staying in this trade, for quite a while. Right from the top here, I've been going in and out of the trade. I've been doing some quick scalp, but now I'm about 23 pips in that trade, about 23 pips. Um, I could have entered a few more positions, but I'm waiting till next week. I'll be looking to get into more positions on that one. and hopefully, you know, write it all the way down. Okay, so do subscribe to the channel, subscribe and hit the notification bell, so that whenever, we are here, you'll be among the first to know that we are live. So do hit the notification bell. Sorry about that. Do hit the notification bell so we would know, or you would know whenever we are here, trading live. Also do join the Telegram group. I've posted the link there. Join the Telegram group. So this is basically what I say we're looking at. Let's go to a lower time frame. Let's go to a lower time frame on the 1 hour. So you can see, I mean, just like from here, it's doing a zigzag. I mean, I call it a zigzag. It goes down, up, and all that. The break of structure would have been a good time to get in. The break of structure is always a good time to get in the trade. You know, um, so I mean, break of structure, break of support. So the break would have been a good time to get in this trade. But there'll be more opportunities, obviously. I'm not going to be jumping in again until next week. I wouldn't want to jump in now and by the end of the day it goes up, or by the time you wake up on Monday morning it's up. I don't want to take the trade over the weekend. So this is basically the pattern here. These patterns, you would see, I would sometimes show, I would often show it on my live trading sessions. However, you know, um, you would also find that I post them in the Telegram group. That's why I say, okay, click on the Telegram group and join us there. Let me show you some other trades I'm looking at. Some other trades I'm looking at. We have USD CAD. So whilst this one is, we are shorting this one because we can see it's going down, believe it's going to be going down. USD CAD, on the other hand, is bullish. I would also be waiting, to get in next week. So it's moved up about 70 pips or so from where we were expected to get in for a buy. So I'll be waiting, for a good entry. Check out some good price action setup to jump in the trade again next week. So that's the plan for that one. Okay, so that's the plan for that one. However, because this is a higher time, well, one of the higher time frames, 4 hour, I'll be looking to jump in, obviously find a trade, find a good entry on a lower time frame, say on the 1 hour or perhaps the 15-minute. That's what I'll be looking to. However, a safe way to play this, if you're not quite sure where to get in, is somewhere around here, which you could say is miles away. I mean, you could wait for it to break above this. Let's change the color of this. Let's make it yellow dotted lines. When you see yellow dotted lines on my chart, it basically tells you that's where I'm looking to get in the trade. So, well, that would be a safe place. So where it is now, from where it is now to there is about 35 pips. Well, USD CAD can move 35 pips for us by next week. If it breaks above, then obviously we'll get in. But if it rejects this high or this resistance there, then we might look to I might look to take it down or just sit on my hands and watch. So that's how I'm going to be looking to trade this. Um, I would also place a yellow dotted line there. So you could say it's in this range, which is very tradable if you're scalping. If you're scalping, for instance, I mean, we have a range here of about, oh, that's a good range, about 110 pips. So for those who want to scalp, obviously you could scalp in there. Otherwise, if you're looking for long-term plays, I would say above, if it breaks above the yellow dotted line, be looking to buy. If it breaks below, then obviously be looking to sell. So that's how I am looking at playing that one. Um, Now, for those who have been following, me for the last couple of days, we have been looking at other pairs. We've been trading other pairs as well. So let's look at them. But we are going to be checking out the new ones, the ones that are new, the ones that I have not looked at during the live session before. So this is the pound card. Let's check out the pound card. Let's see what it looks like on a lower time frame. Sorry, not pound card, USD card. Where is it? Where is it? Come on now. Come on. Come on. Come on now. Okay. So that's the 1 hour. Again, we see on the 4 hour, that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like on the 4 hour. See, it's been dropping. It's been dropping. Then obviously it got to this area and it's now, at least on the 4 hour, it's consolidating, no clear direction. On the 1 hour, we see what's going on there. If you decide to bring your trend lines out, so we see so if you're looking to buy, you could wait for it to, come back to this trend line, just in case that works for you. This is the 15-minute time frame though. Let's see what it looks like on the 1 hour. On the 1 hour, it might be a bit steep. Let's try the 4 hour. Yeah. I mean, I suppose, the 15-minute, let's take the 30-minute actually. Okay, that's much better. So, I mean, obviously, if you could look for it to come back to the trend line, if it comes back to the trend line and rejects going up, then obviously you could get in as well if you're scalping. But obviously I am going to be playing it differently because I'm not going to be scalping on this so much. Instead, I'm looking for a long-term trade, a swing trade, as it is otherwise called. I mean, you could be looking to also buy. You could be looking to also buy once it breaks all this area. Well, let's, you know what, let's, once it breaks this area, you could be looking to get in. You know, just like it is with trading, we know it takes patience. Patience, it's vital in trading. If you're going to succeed in trading, you need to learn To be patient. That's basically what it is. I mean, otherwise you'll be jumping into every trade and, it could be horrible. Today is Friday. I've done my trading today. I don't intend getting into any other trade as such today. So we've looked at pound JPY. We looked at GJ. There is this one, which I traded with, the guys during the live session yesterday. It gave us a number of good pips. I mean, from where we started the session in the morning, till the end of the day, we were only here for about 1 hour or so. But, when we got into the trade till the end of the day, it gave about 120 pips. I caught about 80 from that. I caught about 80 pips, but you can see it has since gone back up. That's the beauty of this pair. I love this pair because it moves. It moves like a rocket. So from here, just yesterday, so far, it's done 170 pips, in the space of less than 24 hours. I'm sure you could do with 170 pips any day. I mean, I surely, could do with 170 pips. I'm sure you could do with 170 pips. Okay, hello guys. Hello guys. Oluchi, hello Oluchi. Which broker is likely to play against you? Oh, well, well, that's that's a good question. How do I begin to answer that here now in public? Okay. Now, instead, I would answer it the other way, the opposite way. I suppose, you know, I, you, okay, are you based in the UK? Are you based in the UK, Oluchi? I mean, obviously, if you're based in the UK or if you are based in the Western world, like myself, I could give you some what's it called? Some brokers, that are reliable, trustworthy and all that. But if you're in any other part of the world, in Asia, in Africa, you know, then I don't obviously know some of the trades, the broker they use over there. I do have some clients, I do have some members who are, from all over the world. And sometimes when they tell me the broker they use, and it's like, oh, okay, that's a new one. I never heard of that one. So, and it just depends on where you are. Now, if you scroll down, if you go to the description, part of the page of this page, on any of my videos actually, if you go to the description, you'll see the brokers I recommend. Those ones are likely not going to trade against you. You know, so okay. I mean, otherwise, Oluchi, you could I don't know if you're part of the my Telegram channel, you could chat with me there, and I would share some stuff with you with regards to brokers. I mean, I've had all kinds of experiences with brokers. You know, even the ones that are supposed to be good. Even the ones that are supposed to be good, you do get some issues with them sometimes, and you then have to get into some lengthy process of resolving the issues. Okay, okay, all right, that's fine. Are you part of the Telegram group? Join the Telegram group. The link is there at the top, so we could chat. I do post some free signals there, and obviously, I do have some private sessions with members of the Telegram group. You know, every now and then I have live trading and training sessions with the members of the Telegram group. Membership, as it were, has privileges. Okay, so let's just quickly. Is there any pair you want me to look at? I mean, the aim was to look at trades that I'll be possibly looking to jump into next week. But I did also say earlier on in the Telegram group that if we do find some good setups, then we will take the trades. So let's just look at this finally, and then we'll begin to check to see if there are trades we could take. Now this is okay. I do have gold as well. Let me pull up gold as well. Let's pull up gold. I have a chart pattern drawn out on gold. If we're going to take any trades today, obviously it's going to have to be, for me, it's going to have to be a scalp trade. Okay, so that's what I have drawn up for gold. I mean, just in case you have, viewing this for the first time, I don't trade harmonic patterns only. I know some people might see this and think, oh, I was explaining yesterday that to be able to draw out harmonic patterns like this is a bearish Gartley, you know, and it's on the daily. Oh, this is wrong. This is the daily time frame. That's the D1. That's the daily time frame. I mistakenly put H4 there because most of my harmonic patterns I tend to draw them out on the H4 time frame. I mean, although even with gold now, there is a bearish Gartley pattern on the daily time frame, as you can see here. But if we go on the 4-hour, we'll see there's also a bearish butterfly pattern. I'm sure you can see this looks like this looks like a butterfly, but it is a Gartley. So if the 4-hour and the daily are telling us that it's bearish, yes, I suppose we can believe that. Now with this trade anyway, just in case you do trade gold, you can see this, engulfing candle here, the bullish engulfing candle. As long as this price right here, where is this thing? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? As long as this price does not break here, as long as it does not break above there, you can expect, the next target to be at least the bottom of this. Let me draw this. You can expect it to, come here. So the next support, if you like, will be at the bottom of this. Just a heads up, that's all. Just a heads up. I won't be looking to trade this anymore really today. I'm waiting for Monday now. I've done my trading for today, but I'll be looking at some pairs now to see if there are any trades, that are so enticing for me to jump into. And if you want to trade them with me, then that's fine. If you want to trade them with me, that's fine as well. So let me begin to I mean, if there are any pairs you want me to look at, okay, pound USD. Right. Pound USD, the guru. I can see you like pound pairs. I don't blame you. I like pound pairs as well. Okay, so guys, hit the like button for me. Hit the like button for me. Click on the like button and subscribe. Okay, so let's look at pound USD. Pound USD. This is pound USD. So we can see what's been going on, for some days. It's always good to start from the higher time frame. Sometimes if you are scalping, the daily time frame does not really matter, but it's good to have a look at to check it out anyhow. So we see that for some days it's been pushing down. I mean, the footprint here so far tells us that, you know, the market is heading down. There's some selling pressure. Let's go to the 4 hour. So we saw, pushing up, came down, tried to push up, could not go higher, it's going down. I mean, where it is now is quite interesting. So this is the 4 hour candle. The 4 hour candle, this will be closing in about in just over an hour. Um, that's going to be closing in just over 1 hour. Okay. So it will be good to see how this particular 4 hour candle closes. I mean, if it closes below here, then obviously, we will want to sell. Let's go to the 1 hour. Oh yeah, beautiful. Yeah, so I mean, if it closes above this upper yellow line, which is if it closes above the two yellow lines there, then it could be continuing up, which means this would have been a fake out. This push down would have been a fake out, but we will see. Oops, we will see what happens. I mean, this is the 1 hour. Let's try the 15-minute. Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, I won't do anything with it until, we see how this 4 hour candle is going to close, which is in about 1 hour or so. I'm not going to be staying here for 1 hour, but, you could just, have a look at it. You know what I'll do? I would take a screenshot of it now and post it in the Telegram group. So at least, I mean, the good thing is, you can see the price here. The price is to the right here. So this is the 1 hour. I'll take a screenshot of it now and, post it in the Telegram group. So at least you have a visual of what we were looking at. Okay, so welcome to those who have just joined the Telegram group. Welcome, Kimon. Nice to have you. If you once you join the Telegram group, just say hi to me. Let's know where you are chiming in from. Do feel welcome. Maina as well, welcome, and everyone else who's just joined us. So I've posted that in the Telegram group. You can always, if you want to trade it, I mean, we still have some hours of the day. It's amazing how it is on a Friday. The price could push hard in the evening. The price could push hard in the evening. So you know what I'm going to do, guys? I'm going to play some music in the background, and I hope it's not too loud. The music was loud yesterday. I'm going to play some music in the background, and I would, you know, um, check out some pairs. Let me, quickly scan through the pairs to see what we might find as traders. I mean, find to trade. Do you guys trade indices? Do you trade indices? I mean, I love to trade indices. Some of them are looking quite good as well. Let me see. Let me see what index we can trade. I missed a trade earlier on I missed a beautiful trade earlier on US 30, otherwise known as the Dow. Okay, let's have some music in the background. Just 1 minute. Let me pull up some music. You know, if there is anything I have learned in trading is to wait patiently for the price to come to you. Wait patiently for the price to come to you. Okay, so we'll keep that there. Let's check let's check some indices. Starting with Nasdaq. Let's try Nasdaq. Now with the indices, I tend to scalp. I mean, it's pointless going long term with indices for me. And as we can see here on the daily time frame, obviously the momentum is to the downside. So I suppose some traders will say, okay, well, if the momentum is to the downside, you want to be scalping, you want to be shorting only. But the truth is, you can actually, trade, contrary to the main direction if you do know how to do it. I mean, if you are scalping, you could trade, against the predominant trend. I would advise it if you're not experienced enough to do that. You know, but there's one thing I'll tell you for sure. What you will find me doing more often than not is if I'm trading live, I take the safest plays. I mean, I might take trades that are not too safe or risky trades on my own, but when I'm live and I know people are trading with me, you can expect me to take the safest trades. Obviously, that's responsible, I believe. That's the responsible thing to do. Now, this is the 15-minute here. You can see a flag there. It's just broken that. So that's NASDAQ. So if anything, I'll be looking to short the NASDAQ. Just wait for it to pull up a bit, maybe to about 14,745 or so. I mean, if it comes around here, Hi, Kempes. Hello, hello, Kempes. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Nice to have you here anyway. Nice to have you guys. So that's basically what I'm looking at. You know, I believe this is still going to go down, but I would want it to pull up a bit for us, before we sell. I mean, if you decide to sell now, it could be a bit risky. I love, I mean, those who, trade with me know I love trades with little or no drawdown. You don't want a situation where you begin to, when it goes against you, you're in a drawdown and then you panic and close the trade. You know, not that I tend to do that, but obviously, like I say, because I'm trading with, if I'm trading, online, I don't want people to panic and close trades. I mean, once I set my stop loss, I don't tend to move it. I don't tend to move it, either up or down, because before I enter the trade, I have done my own, assessment, and I only choose the place where I feel is a very reasonable place to have the stop loss. If the price hits the stop loss, then it means that trade idea is invalid, basically. So with this one, if it comes, this close, then that's when I'll be looking to sell, even though I have finished my trading for the day. Okay, so I mean, let's check other pairs meanwhile. There were a lot of good trades in the morning. I always say that the early bird catches the biggest worm or the juiciest worm. So yes. So thank you guys for hitting the like button and obviously subscribing, or if you like, joining the Telegram channel. Okay, so let's look at the Dow as well. Gold usually presents good scalping opportunities as well. Okay, I can see gold is wanting to push up. That's the Nasdaq one. Okay, so we can see what's going on here. On the 15th, it seemed to have bottomed here. It seemed to have bottomed. All right, let me share some price action, nugget with you. A valuable price action nugget. I mean, you see me, you see if sometimes you see my charts, you see the harmonic patterns, like the one we have here, You see harmonic patterns here. You see harmonic patterns. Where else? We had some more harmonic patterns a while ago. I don't know where they've gone to. But anyway, let's go back. You see harmonic patterns. Okay, you see harmonic pattern here like this, and you see, harmonic patterns everywhere. But obviously, this is usually the case that I draw harmonic patterns and post on the Telegram channel to let the members know the overall direction, the predominant direction of the trade or the market. However, when I'm now getting into trades, it is the case that I would narrow it down to chart pattern, price patterns, price patterns. Now, what am I referring to? Let me tell you. Let me show you. So we see here, for instance, let's take this off. Okay, let's go with this. When price is pushing in one direction, let's start with the top. So with this one now, you can see price was coming down from here all the way. It's been pushing up until it got here. I'm just using this area, being structure as a prime example. I mean, it works, all the time. Well, most of the time, So we see price was pushing up, pushing up, pushing up until it got here. This being the last bullish candle, or well, okay, this being the last bullish candle. One price action technique you could apply is to wait for the candle to begin to reverse, the price to begin to reverse. So you saw it pushing in one direction, and this was the last one. This, one that looks like a doji. It doesn't have to be a doji as long as it's a bullish candle. I mean, after all, it was pushing up. You would then wait for price, coming in the opposite direction to break the low of that candle. Once price breaks it and it gives you some good price action, that's when you want to begin to enter the trade. You want to begin to sell, that is, because if price is pushing up and it cannot go any further, and you now get a different colored candle in the opposite direction and it breaks below it, you can then begin to think of selling, if you like, shorting the market. You can then begin to think of shorting the market when that happens. So let's use this as a good example. That was the last bullish candle, and this is, an area you want to watch, which is the low, well, slightly below, at least below the low of that last candle. You will use that as, an area to begin to look to enter. So with this one, if you had entered when the candle closes below it, it would have been a beautiful trade here. Whoa. I know that is a light bulb moment for some. I wish I had my camera on. Next week, I will have my camera on so you could see my face. You could see the excitement on my face. I love to impart knowledge, and this is exactly what I'm doing here now, free of charge. Well, I do charge sometimes. Now look at this. If you had entered, if you had you I wouldn't advise you enter on this candle, even though if you check it, this candle obviously closed below the low of this candle. That's why, well, it closed below it, but it just closed below it. I would prefer if it closed below it in a very clear way, so that even a 3 or 4-year-old would know that, oh, this is lower, much lower than this. So this is where you would have been looking to enter the trade. This would have been the good entry. Like I did say, okay, let's do this. Like I did say a while ago, um, the yellow dotted line usually signifies where I'm looking to enter the trade. So you could mark this up there with the red, the solid, sorry, the solid yellow line as in an area where you're looking to get into. And then you would enter at the close of this candle, which is obviously, you know, below this last bullish candle. Where would you have your stop loss? You would have your stop loss obviously above that last bullish candle. You know, I wouldn't have the time to begin to teach, a more precise way, a more precise place where to have your stop loss. But if you do know about ATR, you could use the ATR. You could use one ATR or two ATR. Just in case it pushes against you, it will most likely not hit your stop loss and it will begin to come down again. So you will place it up there. Guess what? If you entered here, the price did go up against you. So what? That's what the market does. That's what the market does. The price went up against you, but it did not get to your stop loss. And look at this. If you had taken this trade, well, this is the 4-hour time frame. It doesn't matter. It works on all time frames. Yeah, I mean, obviously, if you have a bigger account, you could take trades of the 4-hour time frame. That's cool. But if you have a smaller account, trade this on a lower time frame. Now, guess what? If we are taking this trade, you entered here, it went against you by about how many pips? About 39 pips. That is nothing. If you are trading the 4-hour time frame, that is nothing. I mean, obviously, I have other strategies for taking tighter stop losses or smaller stop losses, but let's just stick with this for now. It went against you about, let's say, about 40 pips, and then it came and delivered over 130 pips. Now, is that a wow or is that a wow? Type in a wow in the chat if you think it's a wow. Is that a wow or is that a wow? That would have been a cool 130 pips. A cool 130 pips. Now, even if you were not bold enough to stay in the trade all the way down, you could have been able to get some pips as well, nevertheless. If you got in here, even if you came out here, that would have been 48 pips. If you came out here, 70 something pips. And obviously, if you waited all along, till the very end, that would have been even more. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So yes, that's the price action technique I'm dropping off today. And I hope you do practice, you practice it. Now, Overcomer, I know you've been on the live stream a couple of times. I wish I knew exactly who you were. Say hi to me in the Telegram group. Let me know that you are one of those who cheers me on. I also need encouragement, guys. Oh, if only you knew. If only you knew, when you see somebody leading or teaching or whatever, they also need encouragement, guys. So Overcomer 51, do find time to say hi to me in the Telegram group. Anyway, so we see here, this is a simple price action strategy. You know, what I have taught, one of the things I have taught my subscribers, my paying members, is how to stay in a trade longer. Because some people, when the trade goes against them, you know, instead of coming out and cutting their losses, they stay in the trade for long and they end up with a big loss. By the time the price has moved against them for too much, by too much pips, and they can no longer take the pain, they close the trade with a huge loss. Whereas when they get into a trade and it goes into profit, they panic and come out early because they think, oh, I've got some pips. I don't want to lose these. I don't want to lose these pips. But the truth is, you have to know, it's good to know, it's good to know how to stay in a trade for longer, how to let your trade, your winning trades run. I'm not going to be teaching that here today because I'm going to be jumping off soon. But I could have captured a lot of these trades. I'm not saying I would have necessarily captured the whole of the 130 pips, but I would have captured a lot of it. I would have, survived the pullbacks. I mean, if you got in here, it came here and it was beginning to go back up, you know, you do need the nerve to stay in the trade sometimes. You need the nerve to stay in the trade. One thing I always say to people, to traders is if you trust your strategy, I mean, that's another thing. That's another thing, guys. I mean, if you trust your strategy, if it's a solid strategy, if it's a high probability trading strategy, you can afford to stay in the trade and just, you know, deal with whatever pullback you have. You know, in this kind of trade, for instance, what I tend to do with most trades, what I tend to do with most trade guys, I could start off with two entries. So if I enter the trade here, I could start off with I could take two positions. And by the time the price has moved reasonably well, you know, obviously I would determine this is the 4 hour. I could use the lower time frame to determine where to take, to have as my TP1. I could then close that position and let the other one run. So if, for instance, I had taken two positions here, otherwise known as two trades, and the price dropped like this, if it began to go up, there's so much to teach, guys. I wish I could teach you everything in one day. I mean, even as I'm talking, there's just so much that could come out. You know, as the price begins to pull back, you could then close one position. That's if it did not hit TP on its own, and let the other one run. Guess what? By the time the price gets here anyway, I would have brought my other trade to break even. It will be here. So this went all the way. It did not go back to entry. Bada bing, bada bing, bada boom. Ha ha ha. Whoa. Yes, 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 yes. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Even as I'm teaching you now, I am feeling it. I hope you are too. Now, guys, let's I think we'll leave it here. Okay. John Chang. Hello, John. Guys, let me know where you're chiming in from. I'm reaching you from the UK. I'm reaching you from the UK today. I'm reaching you from the UK. Let me know where you're chiming in from. Okay, John says, I'm doing that with GU and gold now. Pain, pain, pain. Pain? You mean the pullback? Has it pulled back against you? Now that's part of it, guys. I mean, we learn every day. I mean, I have been trading since 2008, a long time, a long time. I mean, I see a lot of people trading today on YouTube and all that, and they're doing a great job. Some of them were not even born. I know I'm sounding like an old man now. Some of them were not even born when I started trading. I started trading the stock market in 2008, and you know, I wish I know now what I wish I knew then what I know now. So you know, pullbacks and all that is part of the game. We just basically live with it and learn as we go. So anyway, guys, thanks for the for hitting the like button. If you have not hit the like button, hit the like button and subscribe as well. Subscribe and click on the notification bell. So that whenever I go, like today's um, session that I'm having now, I did not plan this. I didn't plan this. I had a London session. I went off and I thought, okay, fine, I'll have a New York session as well. So it's only if you are subscribed, and you're part of the Telegram group, you would know when, we come on. Otherwise, you would not know. So subscribe and also hit the notification bell, so that you could gain some more insight. Obviously some more direct and personal, questions you might have or conversations, we can only really have on Telegram. So let's just see. Let me see if there are any trades we could take. You know, no, nothing catches my fancy. I mean, we've just missed some. We just missed a buy on, well, not just, but about about 30 minutes ago, there was a sell on on the Nasdaq 100 we could have taken. You know, there was a sell. There was also, I mean, also a sell on the Dow. I mean, the Dow and the Nasdaq moved the same way, don't they? You know, there was a buy on gold which we missed. I mean, gold might still push up. Let me see. Gold might still push up. Right, 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 right. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Okay. Now gold might come to this. This is the 15-minute time frame. Gold might come to test this you know, recent high. Right. Yeah, I mean, I missed this gold buy, but that's fine. I've done my trading for the day. I think I'm cool. I think I'm cool. Any attempts now could mean I have to stay and watch the chart. I'm tired of watching the chart for today. Okay, guys. I mean, let's continue the conversation in the Telegram group, and I am going to be having a live trading session, on Tuesday. I'm going to be having a live trading session on Tuesday. Trading the London, doing the London. So do feel free to join me there, and catch you. So don't overtrade. It's Friday. The trade could turn against you so quickly, and you would wish you didn't get in the trade. So catch you guys, and have a nice weekend. Bye now.